Hey Pokemon champions, what's going on? It's Champion Darkblaze here, and as you know, a few weeks ago, Lumiose Trainer Zach, Hybrid Hero, and Resort Originals all got together and created the Grand Pokemon Positivity Tag. And as you know, if you're a fan of this channel, I did that same tag just last week. So in this week's video, I'm going to do an extension of that same positivity tag, and this tag that I'm creating is the PokeTuber Appreciation Tag. So what I'm going to do is go through a rundown list of my top 10 favorite Pokemon content creators in the community. This tag, of course, is just to spread good vibes, give some love to these awesome creators, and just talk about how awesome and original all of their content is. Now, while they all talk about very similar things, all of their content stands out in some unique way. Whether it's the way they present it, their editing style, in some way, it's just phenomenal. So without any more hesitation, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to join the Champion Squad, and share this around with your friends to share in the good vibes together. And with all that being said, let's take a look at some great Pokemon YouTubers.
Alright, I choose you!
Alright Pokemon champions, so starting off the top 10 is Loxton. Loxton is one of the many PokeTubers, or actually one of the few, that I think is certified enough to be considered a Pokemon professor. If you go to his channel and watch anything on his channel, he seems so intelligible, so smart. He is legit a Pokemon professor. He has so many videos talking about the alchemy and the lore and mythology of the grand Pokemon universe, videos talking about Arceus and are these moves Pokemon moves, are these fighting type moves, normal type moves, why are they classified as such? Are these types really steel? Why does this Pokemon get classified as a water type? He goes in depth into all the design based concepts about Pokemon. He has videos talking about why do Pokemon sleep and all that good stuff, and he has videos about Pokemon nightmares and just so many theories all over the channel. It is insane. He even has videos talking about the Japanese names of all the different Pokemon across the generations. No matter what video you see on Loxton's channel, you are guaranteed to learn something, and that's what I love about his channel. And on top of it, the way he presents all the information is the perfect blend between kind of documentary style, but also awesome humor. He has a very great sense of humor that is very kind of unique to him. The way he sets off that humor is very unique and very different than anybody else. And he's got such great hair. Can we talk about the guy's hair for a second? It's awesome. But anyway, on top of that, he has such great editing skills. They are amazing. His quality content is such high quality. He's one of the few PokeTubers I think creates the bar for Pokemon editing. It's just insane the level of skill that this guy has. So for all of his theories, his knowledge, and his fancy editing, I gotta say that Loxton is gonna take the number 10 spot. Alright you guys, now taking the number 9 spot is my good friend K-Cray. She is still kind of, I guess, a fairly new PokeTuber if you want to call it that, but she is so well known in the community by so many people, and I've supported her channel since day one, since she first started off with her Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke. She also has a Pokemon X Wonderlock that I will admit I do need to get caught up on, but nonetheless, her content is so fun, and she even has a video talking about if she had a own Pokemon gym. It is such a creative and fun video, and while her content editing skills are nothing like Loxton, do not, doubt her out for a second, because her content is phenomenal. It's so genuine, so down to earth, and just an overall really genuine fun time with a awesome person. Her personality honestly is unlike anyone else in this community. It's so kind of bubbly, giddy, it's really goofy and silly, and you just have a good time with her. Honestly, you check out any video on her channel, whether it's from her day one, first episode of her Soul Silver Nuzlocke, or any recent video, you will definitely fall in love with this girl's personality. It is just phenomenal. There's just something about her charisma that I don't think any other PokeTuber quite matches in just the same way. So for all of these reasons, and for having a fun time on her channel, definitely gonna give the number 9 spot to K-Cray. Alright, at number 8 is my dude Hybrid Hero. One, his intro, just fantastic. If you have not seen Hybrid Hero's intro, it's just so cool. It just goes bang and pops in and all that. It's just super amazing. But the reason he's taking number 8 is because his quality content is just fantastic. Let me tell you what this guy creates. One, he did the Pokemon Positivity tag, and honestly, this is part of the reason I'm doing this video. I wanted to extend his tag. Also, his content covers so much in terms of the Pokemon world. This guy not only talks about the anime, as his content is very anime based, but he goes even further and one, discusses the games, talking about teams for certain characters like Red, Blue, and Green in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and he also has content where he discusses characters from the manga, such as what if Yellow from the manga had a team in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. He discusses so much about the manga, the games, and even did a crossover with the Avengers, Pokemon as Avengers. He did that crossover with Game Boy Luke, and it is just phenomenal. I agreed with a lot of the picks they had, but I thought some could be better, and I listed my opinions in the comments. It's such an engaging time when you watch a video by Hybrid Hero. He's really talking with you. Loxton talks with you, K-Cray, but Hybrid Hero, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like you're sitting in the room with him. Same with K-Cray, like you're right there, you're talking with them, and you're discussing everything Pokemon related. I just love it. Everything that he produces on his channel is fantastic. And even doing a collab recently with Mystic Umbreon about how Brock always falls in love and the darker meaning behind that. Definitely go check that out, as well as the collab with Mystic Umbreon about what if Brock had gotten Charizard. These are the kinds of very unique and creative content videos that I like in Hybrid Hero and are why I subscribe to his channel. So be sure to check him out, and of course every content creator is listed down in the description. For all these reasons, Hybrid Hero is gonna get the number 8 spot. Now sitting at number 7 is the dude Mystic Umbreon. I love Umbreon, not as much as him, but I also love Umbreon and his love for it is just amazing. I also love the guy's sense of humor. Recently he's done a video about all of his opinions on all the normal type Pokemon in the Pokemon world. And when he got to Pidove, Unpheasant, and Tranquil, I kid you not, it is the funniest thing I've ever seen on his channel. I'm gonna just put it on the screen, let you watch it. It's so funny. But he has such great content. His editing is kind of similar to mine. I mean, I kind of edit similar to Mystic Umbreon because he's done it first. But it's just so smooth and it just pops in, pops out, and it's like when a picture comes and goes, it's like, whoa, something changed. Whoa, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And he is so creative. I love his what if scenarios, such as what if Serena had gone to Alola, what if Misty never left Ash. More recently, the collab with Hybrid Hero, if Brock had gotten Charizard. He's just so creative and thinks outside the box of a regular Pokemon video. So combined with his great editing skills, his great consistency, and the very creative stories that he's able to tell, I can't even imagine how long it takes him to write one script for a video. Like my goodness. Like, I don't do script videos, this is all unscripted, but man, the way he presents all of his videos and his thumbnail quality, obviously that comes from @Chespin Jr., but just gotta tell you, it's amazing and it's a really great time. And what I love most also is that he listens to the people that comment in his comment section. Now obviously there's gonna be some haters, but he listens to all the positivity and centers his videos around what gets suggested. And that's honestly a great trait to have when you're a content creator. So for all of these reasons, Mystic Umbreon, you take number 7. Alright, at number 6, it is the trainer himself, Lumiose Trainer Zach. I absolutely adore this guy's content because he, like a lot of other PokeTubers, is anime-based. Now, while an anime-based Pokemon YouTuber isn't all that common, even though there are quite a few, he just has a special kind of flair when he does his anime-based content. And more notably are his Pokemon League reviews, having league reviews for Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh, and it is just amazing. One, he gives a very, very fair rating about all the episodes. Sometimes I'll say it could have been a bit lower in his rating or a little bit higher, but for the most part, very reasonable, very objective, very critical, very analytical, and that's what I really love. I love his deep focus in the anime, his theories, his what-if scenarios, and I just love how he focuses so much on the anime and especially the characters, focusing on why Sun and Moon is such a great anime series. Personally, I'm gonna disagree with Lumiose Trainer Zach on that, because personally I feel that Sun and Moon is one of the worst anime series we've had in Pokemon. Don't at me in the comment sections, it's just my opinion, okay? But nonetheless, he has great content that I'm sure you will fall in love with, combined with great editing and flawless animation skills. Check out his intro with Greninja and the animated water, it's stunning. Just visually so appealing and so just clean, crisp, just nice editing all around. And he's got a great sense of humor just like Mystic Umbreon, and it's just so good. I also enjoyed watching his positivity tag as well. So for all of these reasons, I'm giving Lumiose Trainer Zach the number 6 spot today. Okay, just starting off, the top 5 is something that might shock a few people. That's gonna be True Green 7. Yes, oh my gosh, I put True Green 7 at number 5, don't kill me. I know he's a lot of people's favorite PokeTuber, but he's at number 5, so he still did a great job. True Green 7 just does an amazing job being one of those very few PokeTubers that is able to set the bar, set the standard for how everyone else should aspire to create their content. Between all of the transitions, high quality animations, making the Pokemon move in his videos, which I still can't figure out how he does that. It is just amazing. The high quality content and the skills that this guy possesses and brings to the table. It is phenomenal. Any video you watch, you will also learn something else about the Pokemon world. I'm willing to bet that you didn't know before you clicked on his video. It's just amazing. Between talking about poorly designed Pokemon, the best designed Pokemon, concepts and myths behind everything in the Pokemon world, and then there's even him creating his own Pokemon by walking outside him, looking at everyday objects. He creates his own Pokemon, and that's just amazing. He has such creativity, such good humor, and what I also love is how engaging he is. He has done live streams where he takes in comments and suggestions from people and says, hey, what video should I do next? It's literally called Help True Green 7 Make a Video. And honestly, that's just amazing. It really makes him stand out. So True Green 7, for all of the great content you make, between awesome editing and just a great personality, you, my friend, gotta take number 5. Alright you guys, now at the number 4 spot, really taking one of the bigger spots on this list, is my boy Hoops and Hip Hop. This guy creates phenomenal Pokemon content and a lot of Pokemon trivia content. If you're a fan of his channel, then you probably know he has his Odd Facts series, where he goes over odd facts and really the strangest and most bizarre facts about anything Pokemon related, talking about champions, rivals, player characters, even focusing on specific types of Pokemon, more recently Dragon and Fire. And he just does a phenomenal job creating amazing high quality content. He has great voiceover and he has great on-camera presence as well, even a great avatar of himself too that he puts on the channel. And also Mystic Umbreon and Hybrid Hero, as well as Lumiose Trainer Zach, also have wonderful avatars as well. They are just fantastic. But back to Hoops and Hip Hop, his video, the way he creates all of his videos is just fantastic. It's just high quality, very crisp and clean, smooth editing, and it's just phenomenal. You are gonna go into his channel most likely not knowing any of the stuff that he is about to tell you, and you are going to walk away from his video knowing far more than you did when you first got there. He talks about his opinions on Sword and Shield, predicts new Pokemon, predicts the generation ahead, and talks about all the leaks and makes you really notice things that you didn't see before. Talking about a whole breakdown about the Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer, connecting every little piece of evidence that he can find possible. Connecting Kalos, Alola, Kanto, any region he can connect together, connecting present games to the past games. He is doing it all with theories of all kinds on his channel. It is just amazing. And what makes him really stand out is his love of music. That's one of the reasons I subscribed to his channel, was his Pokemon remixes. And to this day, some of my absolute favorites are still Through the Sea of Time and Primal Dialga, one of the first remixes from his I put in one of my videos, and also the Indigo Plateau remix that he did when Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were getting released. He does phenomenal remixes, and honestly, one should be playing right now because I'm talking about the guy. So, for all of these reasons, I'm giving spot number 4 to my boy Hoops and Hip Hop. Now we're getting into the good stuff. We're getting into the number 3 territory of this list, the top 3. And who's taking number 3? That's Pokemon Ranger Boy 12, aka Long. He is just a genuine, very genuine, sincere, down-to-earth Pokemon YouTuber. I have fallen in love with his content since the first video I saw, which was 10 reasons to watch Pokemon X, Y, and Z. The way this guy critiques, reviews, and talks about the anime, especially his deep passion and love for the characters, is what makes me fall in love with his content. Now, while his content may not be anything super fancy like that of True Green 7, Lockstin, or even Hoops and Hip Hop, he still has fantastic high quality content that you're gonna love, especially if you're an anime fan. And I think the thing I love the most about him is the way I can connect with him. When you watch him, you really connect with him on a personal level, a deep personal level. I'm talking here, right here in the Pokemon feels, just right there, and it's just amazing. A lot of the opinions that he has about certain characters, whether it be negative or positive, I usually tend to agree with. You know, every now and then I do tend to disagree with the guy, that's normal, but a lot of the times I feel what he's saying, like I get it, like, oh, this makes a lot of sense, I get what you mean by that. So honestly, I just really vibe with the guy, and his intro that he uses for his channel inspired my intro. It's very similar. I will play actually both side by side right now for you guys. And honestly, I just love his content so much. He's one of the very first Pokemon YouTubers I started watching, along with some others that are on this list as well. So for all of these reasons, I'm gonna give number 3 to Pokemon Ranger Boy 12 for just having that great substance and connecting with me on such a personal level. Alright, we're in the runner-up position. Who's deserving to be number 2 on the list? That is Michael Groth, also known as the producer of MNJ TV. This guy is by far one of the most phenomenal Pokemon YouTubers you will ever see on the YouTube scene and in the Pokemon community. Between having incredible Let's Plays that, honestly, I really love. They're such a good time. They're more laid back, they're really casual, and MNJ TV, he's one of the very few creators I've seen on YouTube that can actually do a good Let's Play, because for the most part, I don't like watching gameplay videos. I don't like it. I don't see the appeal to it, aside from watching MNJ TV. Like, if you're not watching MNJ TV, why are you even watching gameplay footage? Like, why? Why are you doing it? There's no other reason. He has such great commentary skills, such great voiceovers that he can do, and he has such great voice acting capabilities. And I know because he also went to a voice acting class. I think he posted that on Instagram or something, or on Twitter, and it really paid off. Like, the voices he is able to do, especially in his grand series of Pokemon Talk, is phenomenal and hilarious. You are just gonna have a great time with the guy. He has such great variety content on the channel, ranging from his top 10 Pokemon of every type, his top 10 Pokemon overall, predicting stuff for Sword and Shield, giving us new information about Sword and Shield, discussing what Pokemon he wants to see be designed for once in Generation 8, and he just has phenomenal charisma, phenomenal on-camera presence. He has a great sense of humor, really awesome, fun editing that you just love. It's like, ooh, it's amazing. So, what's not to love about MNJ TV? If you haven't checked him out already, like I said earlier, check everybody out down in the description below. MNJ is such a fantastic entertainer and is actually a full-time Pokemon YouTuber. That's his job. Like, how many people can actually sit down and say, Pokemon is my job, gaming is my job? I mean, obviously, the creators over in Japan can say that. But how many people in America that are just content creators can say Pokemon is their job? So for all of these great reasons, Michael is taking the number 2 spot. Alright you guys, now before we get into the number 1 position, I of course have to give some honorable mentions because the Pokemon community is way too big to put everybody into a top 10, so I gotta give some love to these people that just didn't quite make the list. First, I'm gonna start with Tamashi Hiroka and Aquatic Charizard, your boy AC. These two PokeTubers are phenomenal, with Tamashi talking about beta Pokemon, reviewing Diamond and Pearl, Gold, Silver, Crystal. She goes in depth in Detective Pikachu, the Pokemon manga, and really just voices her opinions in such an appealing way, and you really vibe with her. Honestly, the thing that got me hooked on her channel was her story about how Pokemon changed her life. I honestly super connected with that because I felt, for the most part, almost all of what she felt. Not perfectly or exactly, but I really could vibe with it and I understood it, and it was just very personal and I just loved watching it. And I've watched a lot of other videos that she has made as well. I still have more saved to my watch later I gotta get to, but I'm super excited to watch all of them. As for your boy AC, he is the guy that actually got me into watching Pokemon Let's Plays in the first place. Because before I saw Michael, I saw the Aquatic Charizard. Because Aquatic Charizard knows how to do a freaking Let's Play. His commentary is off the chain, it's amazing and super funny. Normally I don't like gameplay footage videos because nobody knows how to commentate correctly. Nobody knows how to keep me entertained, whether that be with just a voiceover or, you know, on-camera presence. Most people don't know how to do it. And when I do my Let's Plays, I try my hardest to make sure I'm entertaining and engaging the entire time. And I've learned that through Michael and Aquatic Charizard especially, because by watching his Fire Red Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke, he got me hooked on his channel. And he also has hilarious comic dubs that you should watch as well. Next up is Pokemon, Mr. Buddy, and Arizo. Arizo has great quality content and a good sense of humor just like Mystic Umbreon, and while their editing styles are practically the same, they do stand out because they are totally different, and while they do talk about similar things, Arizo's creativity is something else. Talking about Pokemon he wants to see designed, talking about new Pokemon for Sword and Shield, and just talking about why he loves and dislikes certain Pokemon. His opinions are what really get me hooked because everyone's opinion is different, and I love seeing what Arizo has to say. With Mr. Buddy, while he creates grand, very long content that's over an hour long, it's well worth the time to sit down and watch that hour video because his content creating new Pokemon regions, not creating a new Pokemon that stands alone, not creating a new idea or a concept for battling. He creates an entire region, new Pokemon, new characters, and a great story and concept for that whole region. It's phenomenal. His level of creativity is something to be rivaled and something to be admired. I absolutely love it. And also, he created his own Buddyverse. Like, dude, you're creating it your own universe. It's like another MCU, but it's Pokemon and for you only. That's amazing. Also, Pokemon has fantastic competitive battling and Wi-Fi battling on his channel and great Let's Plays, from Leaf Green randomizers to a Black and White 2 Gamblelock. The only Nuzlocke where I swear to God, him and me, because I've seen the whole thing, he did it with MNJ TV, the Gamblelock is the only Let's Play where every other trainer, if not every trainer, has some sort of legendary Pokemon. It's freaking insane, and you will absolutely love that good time. And then finally, Umbreon, Libris, Entity Maze, and Neck Punch. Entity Maze, if you need a great, good quality content reviewer of the Sun and Moon anime, talking about Ash's greatest battles, his greatest Pokemon, his worst Pokemon, even a ranking of all the Pokemon anime series to date, then Entity Maze is the guy for you. Having good, clean, quality content, talking about great aspects of the Pokemon anime, and just giving a very genuine opinion about anything related to Pokemon. He has good content I'm sure you'll love. As for Neck Punch, I really do enjoy his content, because if you need a guy that's talking about Fakemon, fake gyms, fake new regions, he's got all the good stuff that you need. And especially his last 50 days of creating Fakemon every single day. He went 50 days straight. I admire that hustle and grind, dude. That's good stuff. He created 50 Fakemon and posted it on his channel, and I swear it's some of the coolest Fakemon ever. And honestly, I would really like to see some of his Fakemon in a fan-made game. So if anyone's out there looking for Fakemon to add to a game, hit up Neck Punch. he's probably got something good for you. And then lastly, shout out to Umbreon Libris, who I found out about through Birdkeeper Toby, probably like a lot of other people, but I'm so glad I did, and I'm so glad Toby chose Umbreon Libris, because this guy has brand new stuff you've probably never seen before. He also did the Pokemon Positivity Tag, I gotta let you know that. 2, he redesigns Pokemon, redesigning Pikachu and redesigning Meganium. That's freaking insane! That's awesome! He also talks about the best and worst designs in every generation, has theories talking about how the Pokedex is wrong. Like, he calls out everything in the anime, bumps it up, makes it fresh, and you fall in love with it. It's just amazing the kind of high quality content that this guy creates. And he's got an awesome channel banner, loves Umbreon just like me and Mystic Umbreon, and it's fantastic and a great time. So for all of these reasons, I'm giving a shout out to all of these Pokemon YouTubers that their avatars should be on the screen right now. And without further ado, let's get into the number 1 spot. Alright you guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 spot has to go to none other than the Pokemon Master himself, the one who soars the highest, Birdkeeper Toby, aka Bird Sleeper Toby. But anyway, this guy creates phenomenal, high quality, entertaining, all around good, fun content. From creating his own Pokemon gyms of Rock, Fire, Psychic, his multi-type gym, creating a Pokemon champion-based video. What if he was a Pokemon trial captain? What if he had an evil team with Team Snooze? This guy, I tell you, this is no exaggeration. Every word I'm about to say about Birdkeeper Toby is 100% true and no exaggeration. He goes above and beyond any other content creator in this community. He's always talking about getting a team together. He's always working with people, editors, visual artists, special effects artists, graphic designers. He's creating new channel banners. I think at least one every year or every so often he has a new channel banner. Birdkeeper Toby, I swear, he's one of the few content creators that I have been a fan of since almost day one, or at least the early beginning. Some of those content creators include Hoops and Hip Hop, Birdkeeper Toby obviously, K-Cray, probably Hybrid Hero, honestly. I'm not entirely sure when I subscribed, but I've been a long-time supporter of all of these channels, especially Birdkeeper Toby. I remember seeing his first few videos. I remember seeing his theory about the Crystal Onyx. I remember seeing his theory about evolution between Lapras, Squirtle, and Tirtuga. It's just amazing. His editing goes the extra mile. Just insane high quality content. More notably, his Pokemon Evolutionary Tree of Life series, that thing is a documentary. He has an entire playlist and an entire hour and like 45-minute documentary style video of him on camera dressed as a Pokemon professor, using Professor Rowan's Pokemon theme song, using his Pokedex and special effects, having a tree designed, going in depth as to how every Pokemon is connected in some evolutionary way of life. It is phenomenal. Even his Pokemon video where he talks about how the Ultra Beast could destroy the world and cause the apocalypse. That is phenomenal. That was so cinematic. I felt like I was in an actual movie theater watching a movie. I decided, let me turn the lights off. Let me get a snack, and I swear it was like watching a movie or a short film. That's how good that was. I couldn't believe the work he had put into it. It is just phenomenal. He is one of the content creators that truly inspires me to always look for more fun ways of creating a video, telling a story, engaging with the audience, and he always inspires me to try new things, even if it's a little tweak to make my editing that much better, even if it's just by a little bit. So I really admire Toby. He's got great charisma, great personality, and I love when he shares on Twitter that he's meeting new people, whether it be at a Comic-Con, at Summer in the City when he's in London and all that. I absolutely love it. I'm a fan of him on Discord, even though I have not been too active in there in like a month. But even so, I was on there for a short while, and it's just an all-around good time. This guy's skill of editing, his creativity, his theories, his what-if videos about being gym leaders, it's all around just amazing. Even talking about Sword and Shield. I mean, even though it is based on the UK, I loved watching his video about the map in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee that thought we were gonna get a UK-based region solely based on that, and I love how he came out and said, no, this is not the UK. It was absolutely hilarious. I loved it. But he has great content all around. So if you have not subscribed to Birdkeeper Toby or any of the content creators I have mentioned in this video up until this point, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe to them, okay? Go subscribe to them and subscribe to me so we can all have a great time together in this wonderful Pokemon community. So for the #1 spot, I'm giving it to the Pokemon Master himself, Birdkeeper Toby. So there we go, Pokemon champions. That is in my opinion, that is my top 10 favorite Pokemon content creators in the community. But did you agree with my list? Did you disagree with my list? Should anyone be ranked higher? Should anyone be ranked lower? Should any of my honorable mentions have made the list instead and bumped someone else off the list? You're gonna have to let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below so we can chat about it. Of course, these are just my opinions, and these are how I feel about all these content creators. A lot of them have impacted my life drastically, a lot of them influence my creativity, and I look up to so many of them. I'm even friends with a few of them on the list, and it's just an amazing time, and this is really why I love the community. I couldn't have said all this in the positivity tag, otherwise we probably would have been there for 30 to 45 minutes just talking about Pokemon content creators. So that's why I wanted to make this video and just show some love to all these great content creators. Each one of them really stands out in their own unique way, with what-if scenarios, creating gyms, theories, high quality content editing, let's plays, making jokes, and just having an all-around great time. I love each and every one of these content creators. They're all listed down in the description. I'll put all their channels down there, and if I can, I'll try and leave some links to some of the most notable videos and some of my favorites that I can from each of their channels. If I don't have room in my description, just check out their channel and go see what's going on and go see what's cooking. But with all that being said, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to join the Champion Squad if you're new, and share this with your friends so we can all share in the good vibes together. So until next time, Pokemon Champions, train hard, and I will catch you guys later.